Dr. Rachel Carling-Jenkins. I'm the DLP member for Western Metropolitan here in Victoria. I'd just like to update you on some of the results that we've seen in Parliament over the last 6 months. The first one is around the education bill. The government proposed a funding bill, which was a great thing for non-government schools. It gave a guaranteed level of funding to Catholic and non-government independent schools. This was a great initiative, but there were some concerns amongst the sector that the funding could be tied to areas that were not necessarily aligned with their values. The Safe Schools Coalition, for example, was a program that a lot of schools were concerned that they would have to comply with, have to implement if this bill went through. To ensure that this didn't happen, I was able to negotiate with the government, and the government read into their second speech the intent of their bill to be that the funding would never be tied to anything that went against a school's values. This was a great success for the non-government school sector here in Victoria. Another result that we've seen is around homelessness here in Wyndham. Homelessness is a huge problem in this shire. Hundreds of people sleep outside every night, and this is something that I was not aware of until I became the member for Western Metropolitan. And it's something that I've taken up as a cause in government. Now, while we haven't seen any long-term results in this area yet, we're very hopeful that this has been listened to. The main thing I've been advocating for is the building of a crisis intervention hub. There is no crisis intervention housing here in Wyndham at this present stage, and that means that if someone is in crisis in housing, they are either sleeping in their car or having to go as far as Melbourne or Geelong if there's a place there for them. The government has committed, after my advocacy into this area, they've committed to doing a feasibility study into this, and that's something that we'll be watching very closely, but it's also a very good result. The third area I'd like to highlight is the recent debates in the upper house around end of life. Now, these debates originated with the Greens, where they began to do a push for euthanasia. Over the last 3 terms of Parliament, the Greens have approached euthanasia and introduced either a bill or a motion with the intent of legislating towards euthanasia here in Victoria. This is something that I never want to see legislated. So I did a lot of negotiating in this area, and the Greens eventually withdrew their motion, and the government put up a motion around end-of-life care. The importance of this is that end-of-life care expands the debate to palliative care, which is something I'm very passionate about. Only 40% of Victorians receive palliative care, and I think that everyone who is in the later stages of their life should be able to access such high-quality care. This debate is not over, and it is something that's going through an inquiry phase at the moment, but I'm very encouraged that the focus has gone away from ending life through euthanasia to palliative care, and even looking at how advanced care directives could assist in this later term of life. Thank you very much for your time. I'll see you next time.